Streamers, it's the only way I can actually stream, grab nice monster, one that can help me keep awake while playing the games. When having the experience of an adult gamer, which is really impossible unless you sacrifice your sleeping and resting time. Monster is the only way, or Hell, or anything, or whoever sponsors my videos. This video is sponsored by there's no sponsors. Um, so my last first video actually I made of Mecharashi was very successful. My counts 128 views is pretty good. It's a three-digit number. That made me decide to make another Mecharashi. To be fair, it's a game that I've been playing for quite a while, so I'm more familiar with the techniques, mechanics, and everything. But enough from that, we had a new update, so let's dive into it directly. Let's see if we're gonna have any new characters unleashed, any new mechas. As you can see, and I hope the music has been toned down quite enough so that, oh, actually, I just switched off the music. The music when you're fighting with mechas, you just need to hear the clanking and the weapons being fired. Okay, so after we go through the trivial parts, I think it's time I change my displayed mecha. Well, if chat is live, I would really like to hear your comments about my mechas. So we have Hercules, it says Heracles, but it's a Greek word. Ooh, no, kidding. If I, right, Tiamat? We can change the. Huh. This is cool. So this guy will from now on be known as Tiamat. Or should I make it Behemoth? Behemoth. I think Behemoth suits him better. I know it's something about the round face. So yeah, if you just discovered it, or if you discovered it because of me, then you just click here, you edit the name. This one is called Hela. I never really went crazy about Hela, as it reminds me of the sister of Thor and Loki. So I will go something kind of swifter. So I will call him Tunok. It's it's a nickname I always had. Glacia, definitely not my style, so I'll go with Lumion. Yeah, I do have these nicknames from time to time. Aurora, go with Servoser. Servoser. Okay. Now we have the Dragon Rider. It's a very poor name. First has a dragon. I'll call it Steel Dragon, which is actually my Chinese name. Now, Pascal. This guy definitely has to be NVIDIA. The NVIDIA will be like, oh, thank you for naming the mecha after me. Thanatos. If you're not Greek, it sounds cool. If you're Greek, Thanatos. Mm, Not really. So I'll call this guy Lumion Servoser. My channel's name. Oh, it's too long. So, okay, how about Doom Serve? Let's just call him Scepter then. Mm, Bluebird. Fortunately, not a bluebird. We may call this guy Tim. Now, this is more interesting. This guy will be uh, Inferno. Inferna. It's a female. No. Latin learners, please don't kill me. Arcus. No, I think this one would be has many eyes. I'll call it Eva 9. Neon Genesis Evangelion, of course. Blazer. No, I'll go with. um, You know what? I could give them names. Like name them based on Transformer characters that might have the same name, like something original. Skull, okay. This guy is no need to be told. Nvidia, I can call him. I'm running out of nicknames. How about Klein? There's this Armored Core 2 unit, one of my favorite Armored Cores of all time because it introduced the Klein models. And the video, the introduction, if you check my channel, you'll see I have a video called Exploration of Space. It has the Armored Core intro, and I added the Exploration of Space from, well, Cosmic, Cosmic Travelers? I'm forgetting. Anyway, Exploration of Space. The glow. This guy kind of reminds me Metabots, so I'll call him Gold B. Gold B, so I don't get any copyrights. Ambusher, no, really poorly. I'll call this guy Hot Labor, Patrol Labor. So that's to honor the amazing anime, which I haven't watched. To be fair, I really haven't watched it. I should watch it at some time. Definitely, I should watch everything that is within the mecha genre. So, sorry if this was not very interesting. Let's see what we have in our banners. Okay, we have an epic journey of Miss, what's her name? Finn. That's it? Finn? Or is it Fia? Ah, Fia. Where does it come from? Is it Sophia? This is the only banner we have, and it's almost Christmas, and it's for 20 days. Let's check this new character out. She talks like someone who reads Shakespeare on her breaks, but she's holding this classic eagle. No, it's not an eagle, it's a colt, Heckler and Koch. And she's dressed up like she came from the wild west with Will Smith. But what I think I like here, this is a drone. Perfectionist. Use Tomahawk sphere code. Mhm. Okay. So if you play with her, you definitely need to use and utilize railguns or anything that is mounted. And of course, since we have the mounted ones, it means she can only pilot medium. moves. Let's see a bit about her abilities. Okay, cacophony. You can target all targets within a 1 to 5. So it's like a direct straight line. Weapon inhibition. Oh, this is an incapacitator, but it needs 4 um, action points. But there's no cooldown, which means you can spam this as long as you have 4 action points. So passive, when actively attacking, damage plus 5%. Oh no! Why? Oh, picking up, so I need to drink my. You know why they name the monster hell and everything? I guess because your body wants to sleep and you're keeping them awake, so it's like, you monster! Should I pull for her? Well, it's interesting to pull on partners. Generally, I have a thing I always pull for female characters. Where is it? It's an impact, or I see anything. It's just way more interesting. So, 1918. Let me check what they got for mechas. So, these are the events. I'll go to shipping. So let's see. Okay, so this is just the general mithril. I like it. Seems that it's wielding a shield. I really am not a shield playing guy. Obviously, you pair a lot of the banner with the mecha that comes out. So if you pull from Mithril, you want to pair her with Thea, what's her name? Or you have to find another character that matches him correctly. Okay, I think the head. I really like the design of the helmet. It's kind of like a kabuki, which means helmet in Japanese. That's why you have kabuto and all this stuff. The design is slick. The feet, legs are heavy by aerodynamic. And let's see what are the skills it has. Supercomputer type. When actively attacking gains damage for each debuff inflicted. So we are inflicting debuffs. Crusher mode. So you apply the debuff, then you get 18% more damage. Makes a huge difference. Plus, maybe Drake plus of 10%. Great. Now, when it comes to hit rate, especially if you're using melee, you make sure you have enough hit rate because once one of your hands down, and most of the time you're going to be using the pole instead of your hand, expect your opponent to dodge like a fly. Have you seen flies when you swat them? So, hit rate, very important for melee characters. So let's see what the other things are. Now, if the chat was more active, I would say, guys, should I go for Kia, Pilot, or for the mech? Usually, in this game specifically, you have more pilots than you actually have available mechs. So, if you need to prioritize, you prioritize your mechs. Pilots come and go, and some of the not special characters are already pretty good enough to be used. So if you have many dupes, you can just level them up and use any mecha you have. Honestly, I will try to pull for both. So let's see. One pull. Okay, wish me luck. Okay. One day, when I become super rich or fail because of your contribution, I'll just pull anything you ask me for, even I don't like it. Let's see. Fingers crossed. Confirm my identity. Let's see, Mithril. So let's make it very painstakingly slow. Opening all the side ones. We have already one purple one. When it signs, you get the idea that, okay, there's something's good behind it, but not necessarily. The time has come. Nothing. You know, it was worth it. I don't think I'll be pulling for this one again. Let's go for the recruit. Okay, Thea, let's see, little Thea, how lucky we will be with you. Fingers crossed, something orange to appear. Orange, orange. I don't know. I've been pretty lucky so far when I pull. So I have quite a few orange characters, but I guess the stream RNG pod is not helping a lot for my views. I always enjoyed when other people pull in their games, so I try to do the same here. I have squandered too much of your time without actually playing, so without further ado. Oh, sorry guys, I really want to do this dispatch missions while we're playing. This is important for you generally. When you do the dispatch, all games, especially mobile games, they have you sending your characters to get offline credits, and then you come back after a while. It's how they keep you coming back. It's marketing. It's very successful because you're like, hey, didn't I just let my troops gather resources? Why don't I come back, receive them, send them, and then tomorrow when I log in, I can get more loot. Very clever. You know, if you're my age, you probably live the good times of video game where you probably just bought the game, you own the game, you can send it to your friend, you can play it on any computer you had. It'd be nice. Now you don't even own the game, you just own a digital copy. If you're trying to play it somewhere else, no can do. At some point, I want to make a video about Steam and Epic, and that will be an epic showdown because both these platforms are using different marketing approaches to more followers or users. When Steam, which already has most of the market to her library, uh, they don't really try too hard to keep their followers. And at some points, they will offer value games in better discounted price. Whereas Big, which I found out recently that is bought from Tencent, usually you hear Tencent, you don't know, but it actually has to do with China. China is behind this, and China's marketing is always playing long game. I was supposed to do this another video, and now I'm doing it. Long story short, Pick is playing long game. Gives you a lot of free titles. And you away from the transaction because you play every time, every week, you come back, new free game. In the end, you have such a rich library, so you might as well start investing and buying games there. How it goes. I will play an expansion. I want to improve my ratio in the simulated games. So, simulated battles, I will play regular sim. I played this the other day and I lost just before I ended from my accidental. So, we are already how many minutes in the stream? Let's check. We are uh, 17 minutes. Perfect. So, 17 minutes. There's no time limit unless you see me yawning too much. So what's the tactic here? Defeat all enemies. Sound easy. Let's check their levels. 42. My characters are maxed at 45, and not all their weapons and parts are 45. So already we are on full number, but it's a matter of skills. And as you say, it's not the mecha, not the pilot driving. We also have a variable. After actively attacking or executing a skill, all parts lose 8% of max HP. So when you kill them, when you destroy the opponent mecha, you want to do it as quick as possible. Make sure you have enough repairs. So for this stage, and this stage only, I will prioritize having two engineers. One is 7 using the new NVIDIA. Wow. And the other one is Melissa using Bulldozer. Okay, so these will be the client. They will be keeping my characters alive, alternating repairs. Now, as we have two helicopters, there's no use of bringing in melee characters. So you always have to adapt and always read exactly how the mission is to be played. As soon as you get it right, then you can employ the correct mix. So don't just go random. If you're lazy, you can also do auto duel, but I think one, two, three characters, they're all, you see, they use all weapons, shotguns or assault guns. They should do quite a lot of damage. Uh, spoiler alert, at some point, enemies will just appear on the sides. So plan ahead. Don't go too fast to the middle where you'll get surrounded. And you don't like that. Fingers crossed. I want to do it this time. It's you have to repeat. Now, of course, as soon as we begin, 7 deploys Pochi, my beloved little spider, cute little character that heals us. I always felt like, you see, it has something here. It's like a backpack, but for me, it looked like it transformed. Like at any point, this legs will and will transform into a standing rope. Maybe there's a plot twist one day. We are surprised by Mecharashi. Now, we got Frida. She's a Sokkan wielder, so her range is very short. We have Rosa. She uses machine guns, so she can fire from behind two or more mixes. Great. And we have Arisa, who's using flamethrower. Obviously, also needs to be close. I will start with Arisa because I feel I can attack two at the same time. No, they have to be in the same. Okay, never mind. So let's focus our scorch, or should I? Okay, now when aiming, you try to do as much damage as possible. Obviously, if you can destroy any of the components in one kill, you have to prioritize, especially if they're characters that only wield on one hand weapon. And then these guys can be easily disabled as long as you target and you have a good hit rate, crit rate, whatever. For example, you see this guy, he only has a weapon on his right hand. If you disable his right hand, game over for him. Same with here. Now, this one in the middle is going to be a pain in your thumbs because he has a shield. So when you target these guys, he comes up and guards it. So why don't I take this guy out first? Another thing, when you aim boards, you will see that they have their statistics here and the HP in points per point. But if you don't see any markers, like any triangle which is yellow, is okay. Red is a piece, means red. Well, we'll figure it out. So let's start. Focus scores. What was that? What was that? Please, 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 what happened? Really? Seriously? um, for some reason, my game disconnected. I'm sure about that. I'm glad at least we did not had proceed too much in the game, or it will be very painful to watch the end of the game. Let's see now. Is it something with my SSD card or some disk? We're getting back on game. Meanwhile, as it's getting quite cold, obviously it's already Christmas. Um, you have to dress warm. Another thing I mentioned in the description of the video, this is my last stream for 2025. Before Christmas, I'm leaving for a business trip to China. I'll be back after mid-January. After I come back. I have no idea how the program will be. My daily schedule. So I hope I'll be able to resume uh, gaming as soon as possible. Streaming as well, since I find it very um, kind of like my therapy. Like you go through a whole day of rough situations, responsibilities, and so much. In the end, you need to do something that is very rewarding. And I hope you, as well as I do, if you're a gamer, if you're a casual guy, you will see that by completing quests, by completing anything that has to do with achievements or quests, you feel this exhilarating feeling. Okay, we're back in the game. Thankfully, it sent us back to the same point we were. So I'm thinking maybe this is a sign. Maybe I should go with something heavier. So I will start with Frida. You see, nothing red. This, it's yellow. This guy's gonna guard, so what's the point? Let's go.